Philadelphia. Welcome to Independence National Historical Park. We stopped the snow. It's a nice day. Until you get home.
Yeah.
I hope you all get home before it gets worse, which I expect tonight, right? Let me tell you, in the most important square area of our park system, this Independence Square area, while you're in the secured area, you try to see everything you can here. Of course, our focal point, most important building is Independence Hall, which we're going to take a tour of. And it's the only building in our park system that you have to take a guided tour of. All the rest of the buildings are free and open for your casual inspection. After that, you want to head to the other corner there, Congress Hall, on the corner of 6th Street there, and visit Congress Hall, a building where our first United States Congress met for 10 years, 1790 to 1800. Philadelphia was the capital of the United States. So you do want to pop in there and get a look at that building and hear a little story about what went on in there, how our country got put together. That's first 10 years of our United States of America, right there at Congress Hall, okay? After that, Old City Hall, the building on the corner of here, 5th Street. It's our first City Hall building, or the Old City Hall, we call it. And the real significance of that building is during that 10 years that we were the capital, that's where the first United States Supreme Court met and held their 2 sessions a year, plus their district and circuit courts, and they kept it quite busy. And during that 10 years, the first 10 years of their existence here in Philadelphia, they really made a great impression on the people of the country and on the politicians themselves. It made everyone realize there was a real need for a judiciary system in our federal government. You know, when they were hammering out that Constitution of ours, there was many gentlemen against putting a judiciary system in our federal government. They thought it was a waste of time, wasn't necessary, and they weren't going to go for it. Well, it held up the adoption of that document for some time, and they finally had to get the ball rolling, and they all agreed to let's do it. They put it in there, but they were finally, after that time here in Philadelphia, they were quite pleased that they put a judiciary system in our government. After that, you do want to pop in the West Wing building. We're in the East Wing building, by the way. There's another little building just like this one on the other side of Independence Hall, between there and Congress Hall. The West Wing, we call it. And here we have the first printed copies of those 3 documents. They printed copies. They were printed right here in Philadelphia in 1776. And they're the copies that were passed around to the delegates during those conventions of theirs while they were hammering out those documents. And on them you'll see some crossed out words, and new handwritten words written in, and new sentences and other things crossed out, new stuff written in. And making changes as they were trying to decide on what to put in it. And some of the most interesting ones are some of the copies of the Constitution, some of the pages of it, which are in there. Some of the changes that you'll see on them, on the Constitution copies, were actually made by Mr. George Washington himself. And in his own handwriting wrote in some new words and new sentences and that sort of thing. So it's kind of interesting to take a look at that. Also there we have the original inkstand that was used by our delegates to sign those 2 documents, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. It's a silver inkstand that was designed by Hope Singh in 1752. And it is on display in there, and it was used to sign those 2 documents. Okay? So while you're in this secured area, try to catch all those good things that we have in here. And if you have some time, you might pop in Philosophical Hall. I don't know, it's open yet. Usually open about 10, 11, or 12 o'clock. Philosophical Hall is a building right here next to Old City Hall. It used to be the meeting room of the Philosophical Society, which was a learned society that was started here by Mr. Ben Franklin. It wasn't something new. It was new here in this country, but it was an old society in England. That's where Ben got wind of that society, and that's where these learned people just used to get together and tax each other's brains and minds for all smart stuff, you know. They could publish in papers and get it out to everybody to So everybody could become smart. And that's what the Philosophical Society was about. That was their first meeting call. And today it's a museum, and there's a lot of nice things in there if you want to spend a little time to catch a little bit about that. Okay, any questions about our Philadelphia area? Oh, don't forget while you're in this area, across the street, the Liberty Bell, our most cherished building. Everybody see the Liberty Bell already? Good. How much did it weigh?
2,000 pounds.
2,080. Good. That's what it weighed when we bought it. We don't know what it weighs now. Probably a little less. Notice all the chip marks around the bottom of the bill? Samples people were taking while it was on its travels, you know, the years that it was traveling. Late 1800s, early 1900s, it was traveling around the country, you know, trying to get everybody excited about the bell and the Constitution and all that stuff. So it weighs a little bit less than 2,080 pounds, I guess, right now. Anyway, you know, the bell hung in the tower for 85 years, up there doing its job, calling all the guys together for meetings and that sort of thing, and it rang during that reading of the first public reading of the Declaration of Independence, which took place out here by Mr. Colonel Nixon, which got all the people really routed up, you know, and spirited up. They wanted to get that war started, get rolling with that war. After that, the bell went down the tubes, and they couldn't use it anymore after 1840. But anyway, we have another bell up there today, the one you hear ringing every hour on the hour. And just to give you a little contrast, the 2,000-pound Liberty Bell, the one that's up there now weighs 14,000 pounds. Sounds a little better, and it does make a little more noise. But anyway, just the contrast of the size and the weight of the bell, just I wanted to let you know about that. That's kind of interesting. There's one other bell we have, and that one weighs 13,000 up here. The other bell we have, the third one we have in our park system, which is still hanging in front of our old visitor center over there on 3rd Street, in that brick tower there, given to us by England for our 300th birthday, I believe that was. That one weighs 14,000. The one up there hanging now weighs 13,000. Get that straight one of these days. I've only been here 29 years. Can't remember everything. Okay, any questions about our Philadelphia? Anything you want to see, or anything you couldn't find, like money? None around here. Okay. A little early, we might get started pushing it in, but anyway, I want to make sure that
Is there a cemetery where Ben Franklin?
yes, it's the Christ Church Cemetery, the main cemetery, which is on this street, just down on Arch, 5th and Arch. And if you just walk right around the corner, you notice as you're walking along the cemetery, it's a brick wall, you can see anything. But as you go around the corner on Arch Street, they have an opening in the brick wall with an iron picket fence, you know, and you can see through. But that's where Franklin's grave is, and his wife are right there. It's not open during the winter months. It's open usually in the summer, I think March the 1st. I think it's month old. Weather conditions permitting. Excuses. It probably won't be open because of the weather. But anyway, it's supposed to open March. But you can go in there. There's also 6 other signers of the Declaration of Independence buried in that particular cemetery right there. They have a small cemetery right next to the church, too, Christ Church, which is over on 2nd and Market Street. Have anybody seen or been to Christ Church? Over on 2nd and Market. It's a nice place to see and visit. There's also some signers and some prominent people buried in a little cemetery yard they have right next to the church there. But their main cemetery is at 5th and Arch, straight down here, 2 blocks down.